So this video is for everyone who's thinking about opening a physical retail location. Why you do it, the process behind it, and each and every single step we had to live through. Welcome to the Final Draft Workshop. Why opening up a space, renting a space, and even doing a lot of cost involving processing things? The main reason for us is because only this way you can really interact and see your customer. Of course, in the e-commerce world, you see a lot of things on Instagram, but when it comes down to fittings and real feedback on materials, how it looks on the person, you only can really tell and see it when you see the person, and that's just physically possible. That's the main reason for us why we wanted to create space. Secondly, we decided to create something where you can really explore the brand. Especially nowadays where it's like 100 brands out there, there's really hard to tell for a customer or a person who's interested in a brand to differentiate what is this brand about, what is this brand about. So here you come just in, explore, get the vibe, smell, get a coffee, listen to vinyl and everything what's interesting us. And yeah, it's easier to just explore brand value, what the brand is all about, and the overall aesthetic of the brand. And thirdly, you can actually take part in the process of how to create garments with us, and you can actually also connect with us on a just much more deeper level, because nowadays when you chat, obviously you do a lot of things on the site, but now with being here in the store, you really have the focus on the conversation, which in my opinion is super important nowadays. When it comes to retail, what do you need? You need certain locations and you need criteria to match those. So we started off with checking out which criteria in terms of size, price, location, the overall aesthetic of the room or the space. And then it comes down to, okay, where you can find those things. And we had the chance to visit 2 different locations actually. The search was pretty quick for us. Completely independent, completely different sets, and that's the overall process in looking for and searching for a location. With planning, it comes down to how can you really put the brand's DNA into this room. So what we try to do is to visualize everything in 3D, to select the materials, colors and furniture, also the interior overall, to just match the overall aesthetic. Everything is super modular, everything is on rolls, so we can move it around. But basically that's just the next phase. When you have an overall idea, you just try to get a constructor who does and creates the furniture for you, and then the final step is when you receive the furniture and to just put it into the room. With the work in progress, you basically just see how everything goes and matches. It's something that is an ongoing process, which in my opinion for us took really long, but is super necessary because at the end of the day it's in the small details, in what kind of stereo speakers you use, what color they have, what size they have, where you put them, how the music interacts with the room and in the room. All those little details need to be explored and also seen in the room and with the room, and this process just takes time. The overall aesthetics we went for with this space is a modern twist of old classics and new modern materials and layouts. So basically that's the DNA of what the brand is all about. We love old classics, we have the Togo couch, we have old stereo speakers, but mixing it with new aluminium things, which give it a little bit of like a really cyber kind of touch and feel. So overall, this is like something we just try to strive for, like a real modern twist of old classics, newly interpreted in a new room. And that's just the idea. The final steps are when you finally receive all the goods and it comes down to hanging and assorting everything. So matching the colors, since what you can see also on this rack, having the matching hangers, and try to really think about, okay, should we do less pieces? how many pieces, how we can manage with the inventory. All those things come down in the final really small steps. Flowers, which flowers, and everything like in that regard. The last step is the opening. We decided to not make it too crazy, not too big, because we also wanted to test out how everything works and how people move in the room, how many people this room can actually even hold. So we just announced it pretty short-handedly, and see for yourself, it was amazing.
How's it going?
The craziest and nicest moment was when you just come up, see the room full of people, and you see your vision became reality. Like something you envisioned 5 months ago, just being there, and then receiving the feedback, people just touching, doing all the stuffs that you wish they would do just intuitively. That's the biggest compliment, and that's the most fulfilling thing ever, to just see your vision become reality. If you like it, just come by, Frankfurt, Kleiner Hirschgraben 14. Welcome to my crib.
What's the matter with you, man? MTV Cribs is here.
Hi, I'm